Good morning. Yum, yum, yum. Sorry, I was just finishing up this delicious cup of hot chocolate to warm myself up. And look, it's even got my name and pictures on it. Guess what? It has been 10 days since my beans started sprouting. I am so excited to share with you my bean plant sprouting journey, and I also can't wait to share with you the names I chose for my bean plant friends. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Bum 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 bum. This is Sprouty because he sprouted first. This is Leafy, well, because he's got a leaf. This is Beanzo, and this is Planty, and this is Beanie, and this is Rudy. And for the past 10 days, I made sure to watch over my bean plant friends, give them water every single day, and most importantly, every day something new and exciting was happening with my bean plant friends. So, I made sure to write down my observations in my bean plant journal. Wow, this is so exciting. I have to write this down. I wonder what kinds of things you wrote about in your bean plant journals. Oh, and I also took pictures every day so I can track my bean plant journey. Wait a minute. I have a really good idea. What if I show you all the pictures I took and observations I made? That way you can see my bean plants journeys. Oh, and you can also see how they grew up. Are you ready? I'm so excited to show you. Here we go. Welcome to Jaamilah's bean plant journey. On the first and second day, I noticed that my beans' red covering was starting to come off a little bit. And there was also a white spot that I noticed on my beans. On the third and fourth day, you could see that the roots of my beans were starting to come out. And after they came out, they even started getting longer. I was so excited I almost dropped my jar. Oh, and I also noticed that some of my beans' roots were longer than others. On the fifth day, you could see that other bean friends were also starting to grow their roots, and their roots were getting bigger and bigger. And the roots started to grow even more roots, just like tree branches. On the sixth and seventh days, you could see that the roots were getting longer and longer, and they sort of started turning green at the top. You'll find out why in just a little bit, so stay tuned. Oh, and you could really see the red outer shell of the beans coming off in these pictures. On the eighth day, my bean friends were getting really excited. They started growing even more roots like you could see here in the pictures. They were growing so long I was scared they didn't have enough room to grow. Oh, and I also noticed a really strange looking green shape in my jar. On the ninth day, that weird green shape ended up opening up into 3 leaves. Sprouty finally grew leaves. Yay! Can you believe it? And it turns out that the green root we saw earlier ended up being the stem of the bean plant. The roots of some bean plant friends were getting even longer, but you could see that for some, their roots were still really small. I wonder why. On the 10th day, you could see Sprouty's long, gigantic stem that was still growing. Oh, and look, another bean plant friend is starting to grow leaves too. Way to go, Leafy. I did also notice that my Beanie and Rudy didn't have as many roots. I wonder what you noticed while observing your beans. Thanks for listening and watching to Jaamilah's Bean Plant Journey. That's it for my pictures and observations. Did you notice how some of my beans sprouted later than others? My friends from the Riverwood Conservancy told me that just like every one of us is different, every seed and bean is different too. Some of them sprout early and some of them sprout later. Some of them have lots and lots of roots and some of them only have some roots. And that's all okay. There was one really important observation I made while watching over my plants. Let me take a look here. Oh, that's right. I observed that at first, My roots of my beans were white, and later they started turning brown. But why did they turn brown? After asking my friends at the Riverwood Conservancy, I learned that they turned brown because they needed more room to grow, and because of that, they were starting to rot a little. I wonder if you also had some questions while observing your beans grow. Like maybe, how did the beans start sprouting? Where did the leaves come from? How might our beans have grown differently if we didn't put them in a jar? Wow, I still have so many questions, but that's okay because questions help us to learn more. One of the questions I had while observing my beans is how might they grow if we place them in soil? So that's what I'm actually going to do right now. So after my beans were able to sprout, now it's time to plant them in soil. Planting them in soil will help our bean friends to grow even more roots and be able to grow taller and taller and taller and have lots and lots of leaves. So here, I have some soil and a little pot to plant my bean friends. The first thing I'm going to do is put some of my soil inside the pot. Then, I'm going to use my fingers to make 6 little holes in the soil for my 6 bean plant friends. And they don't need to be that deep, just enough to make sure the roots fit inside. Now, I can start placing my beans inside. Since the roots grow at the bottom, I have to make sure the soil covers them really well. Yay! Now all of my beans are planted. There's just one more step left to do. Yep, you're right. We still have to water them. Water, 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 water. Okie dokie. Hee now I wonder how long it will take for my bean plant friends to grow into a big, tall, gigantic beanstalk. What do you think? How long will they take to grow? I'm going to write down my predictions again. I think they will take 2 weeks before they become taller, and they might take 1 whole month before they become really tall and have lots and lots of leaves. Hi, Sprouty. Hi, Leafy. Hi, Beanzo. Hi, Planty. Hi, Beanie. Hi, Rudy. Do you like your new home? I can't wait till you grow even taller. Well, that's it for me. I'm going to go draw some pictures of how tall I think Sprouty's stems will grow. I hope you will be able to draw some pictures as well. I'm so happy I'll finally have some bean plant friends inside so I can connect with nature even without having to go outside. I hope you enjoyed watching how my bean plant friends grew. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on another episode of Nature Diaries with Jaamilah. Bye! Look! Do you like the pictures I made of my bean plant friends? I hope they will grow tall super fast. I was scared I might forget my bean plant friends' names, so I made sure to write out little tags with their names on them. Sprouty, Leafy, Beanzo, Planty, Beanie, and Rudy. Have fun growing in the soil.